Okay, guys, today we're going to review ratios, okay? And the word ratio, just by definition, means a comparison of two things. So when we are looking to solve ratios, the first thing that we need to determine is what two units are we comparing? Then the next thing we do is we write the ratios, okay? Then we write the remainder of the proportion. I'm going to model that for you today. So let's open up our practice booklets to page 101. And we're going to do problems number 1, and I hope probably get to do problem number 2. Okay? So let's review it again. The first thing we do when we're solving a ratio is determine what units we are comparing. The second thing we do is write the ratio for those units. And then the third thing we do is complete the proportion. Okay? So let's do it together. Problem number 1. Hoover Elementary maintains a student-to-teacher ratio of 24:1. What two units are we comparing? Christopher?
We're comparing the student and the teacher.
So we're comparing students to teachers. Okay? So the first thing we do is determine what two units we're comparing. And according to Christopher, we're comparing student to teacher. Okay? Next thing we write is the ratio. Has the word problem told us what ratio we have?
Yes.
What is the student to teacher ratio?
24.
So I'm going to make sure that 24 matches students. And how many teachers do we have? One. Okay, let's keep reading. Last year, there were 720 students and 30 teachers. I know that I'm going to need that information at some point, so I'm going to put it here. But I'm still going to keep it students to teachers. Okay? This year, there are how many students?
888.
888 students. Can someone tell me, where do I put 888? With the students or with the teachers? Tell me. Students. So we're going to put it at the top. Okay? Because it represents the number of students that we have this year. Okay? So the question says, how many more teachers will Hoover need to hire for this school year? Now, before we continue, I just want to make sure you understand that all the information that refers to students stay on the top row, and all the information that refers to the teacher stays on the bottom row. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now we have a proportion. Now we have two options. The first option is we can cross multiply and then divide by what's left. That option always works. Okay? Or we can use the property of 1. Now, right off the bat, do we know rather 888 is a multiple of 24? No, we don't know that. So we should always resort back to our original method, which is cross multiply and divide. So we're going to cross multiply 888 times 1. Very good. And we're going to divide that by what's left? 24. Okay? Now I'm going to do this division for you on the board. Let's do it. 888 divided by 24. 24 goes into 88 3 times. Okay? Because 24 times 3 gives me 72. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put that. 24 times 3 is 72. Are you following me?
Yes.
8 minus 2 gives me 6. 8 minus 7? 1. I'm going to bring down my 8. 24 goes into 168 7 times. Okay? So 24 times 7 is actually going to give me 168. So my answer is 37. But is that what the problem is asking us for?
No.
No. The problem is asking us how many more teachers will they need to hire for this school year. So remember I told you this information was going to be helpful?
Yes.
Okay, so we already know that last year they hired 30 teachers. This year we need to hire 37. The question is, how many more? 7. Do you notice in the booklet that they gave you 30 as one of the answers? I'm sorry, 37 as one of the answers? We call that a trick answer. Okay, so be careful. Does everyone understand this concept?
Yes.
Okay, just for review, the first thing we did before we started was we determined what? What two units are we comparing? The next thing we did, student to teacher. The next thing we did was write the ratio of students to teachers. And then we filled in the blanks. Okay? Will you be able to do this on your own?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.